Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. A primed with medium black gloss paint, 14 by 14 inch canvas. That's a dollar store shovel that came with a bucket. This is some junk that I'm going to use to scoop paint up with, and this is more junk that I'm going to use to scoop paint up with. This is just the top to a little something that I used to do a chalk outline, and then I rubbed it in so it wouldn't have any little indiscreet chunks. And then I used a Q-tip to make some stuff go away. Alright, so this is my usual palette lately. And I want to do something it's intended to be celestial, but if it's not celestial, it's going to be botanical. And I see that there's something in there, and I don't want that something to be in there. So get yourself a pair of tweezers, because there's always going to be something in your paint. Always. Especially when you're using Floetrol. Alright, I don't know how much of this I need. That was Art White Pearl. This is Art 24 karat gold. I'm going to give myself a little bit of this golden iridescent gold. I like the two mixed together a lot. I'm going to throw some tickled pink in there right now. I'm not sure what combination or what order things should be added in, but I like the tickled pink, and I'd like some of it to show up, as would the pink carnation, which I've been kind of saving up because I'm almost out and I won't have any more. This is my yellow orange that I make myself. I used to call it Velveeta or Dairy Lid. I've got what's left of some Gone Bananas. That was a Prizm pour from Colourarte. Colourarte is still in business. I'm no longer an affiliate at the moment, but they still sell primary elements and pigment powders. I'm trying to think of what I'm saying and put paint down at the time. Not succeeding very well. I want some Rhapsody Rose while it's still open. I don't know how much longer it's going to be open. That was a surprise. I've got some Purely Pigments gold that I don't... Gold with gold and diamonds, primary elements. I think I'm going to use a white cell activator. I've got Orange Crush and Saffron. Saffron's just a red-orange. Who knows what it's going to look like. It does look like I kind of feel like I have enough paint. Maybe so. I still have to figure out what to swipe with. I don't know why this takes so long to come down out of the bottle. The others don't. I think I'm going to want some more yellow. I've got Artez's Golden Hour, which is very loose, which makes me think it was only mixed with Floetrol to begin with. And I want one more color. It's either ginger flower, maybe I'll have two more colors. Ginger flower, that's ginger flower right here. It's the longest part of this process, I think. This is Dancing Fuchsia. This is Amsterdam White and Australian Floetrol. And that's my shovel that I need to move out of the way, and my tweezers. And now I'm going to do what? I'm going to grab something to swipe with. That's what. Let's try something different. Let's just try a card. Don't really understand why the white does what it does for me. I'm going to do what I've been doing and grab an acetate tool, because it works really well for this part of this process. I have some yellow cell activator. I don't think it works very well, but I think now is the perfect opportunity to try it. Got nothing to lose at all. My yellows have disappeared. They've been swallowed by the red. Maybe it's going to work better than I thought. Throw that in the bucket. Put this someplace I can handle. I intend on doing this as a stage 1, stage 2. I'll come back and fill in the center of the sun or the flower, whatever it turns out to be. I put that down wrong. I need that to be on the side that I'm going to pick up. I don't know how this is going to work. That's why I'm trying it. It's not going to work for me this way. Oh well, I'm just going to keep going. It's a little hard to manage with my turntable right there. I'm wondering if I can maybe fatten up the tops. I bet I can. But I don't know for sure. I tip it away from me every time I pick up a new scoop. I'll get the hang of this in time. Maybe not this time, but time. Gonna make a mess, for sure, for sure. Already made a mess, for sure, for sure. Par for the course. I'm gonna take my silicone brush and try and wipe my excess. That was cute. My excess off the back. My swipe card. I didn't think about this, but I could always have just put them down and then manipulated them afterwards with like one of my silicone art nail tools. Can't talk today. Gonna have to keep messing with it, I think. Might still come out okay. Oh, I've got some paint I can use right there. And some more paint I can use right here. I don't think I'm going to use my other tools much. I feel like I should be using a much smaller thing, like maybe one of my playing cards would work. That requires a Q-tip. Spit on Q-tip. I'm trying to tip it up so that the part on the top is wider. And I'm just going to nudge these into submission. gonna have to torch real quick. I want to try and add lines in between. I think I'm going to use a bigger brush. That might work actually really well. Surprise, surprise. It's not going to be perfect though. Just spent 10 minutes adding lines, just like this one. I didn't leave it my camera recording, but I figured you might want to see. I kind of like the black hole effect now. I don't actually want to put anything in there, but I probably will anyway. I love the extra lines. They make it really interesting, I think. Is one more ever enough? Well, it should have been, because that was not my plan. I've got a little tiny tool. I think I'll probably have to fix that tomorrow. But even though it's not very straight in places, it's still pretty cool. At least I like it. Oh, I like that. I might straighten out some blobs, but other than that, it'll be very similar to when you come back. This is the next day in the stride. This is what I use when I peel up off of my silicone mat, covering my turntable. So I flipped it on the back side, and I used a Sharpie, and I cut out a circle. And then I decided that it wasn't yellow enough, and I used a balloon. Put some paint down, dabbed it around, got a nice finish I like. But that still was never the plan, so we're going to try and put the yellow down, and if it doesn't work, we're going to go back to this plan. In the meantime, hopefully this will be good enough. This is my yellow-orange. I like the spiral of. I don't think I'm going to leave it. I'm going to take one of my acetate tools. I'm going to take one with a rounded tip. I could have used more than one color yellow when I contemplated that. I contemplated many combinations actually. I actually tried them digitally as well. If you have a paint program on your computer, it's easy. Once you get the basic hang of it. I don't know what that was. But it doesn't belong in here. I haven't tried this technique to fill in the center of anything before. Of course, I've added paint from a squeeze bottle. I haven't then tried to manipulate it with my acetate tool, which is pretty easy to make. As long as you can get some waterproof gaffer tape, buy some bamboo skewers, whichever size you like. Just find some sheet plastic that comes on most packaging. Cut your basic shape out. Leave a little ferrule, leave a little thing up the back, and then tape over that. I think there's a video If you need the video, let me know. I'm just going to keep working until I get something that looks reasonably close to what I have in mind. And I think this is going to do it. Like that one little spot. I can always go back afterwards and touch up with black in a brush. But I like the idea of that surrounding black circle on the sun. Just don't want any of the black showing through because it looks kind of greenish when it does. Thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for watching longer. My email address is EASPB and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com if you'd like to inquire in artwork. Linktree, you'll find Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, a couple of my websites, my Amazon link. Volumes 1 and Volumes 2 of my books are on the Amazon link because I can, and Unlimited Possibilities, the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube. Questions are welcome and encouraged. My community board will show you tomorrow's video. Thank you. Thank you to all my patrons. Thank you to the members. Thank you to those of you who use PayPal to make a donation to keep me painting. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys endlessly, and you inspire me always. My paint pouring recipes below show more. Thank you for being here. Bye for now. Priscilla out.